Danger Dolan. From terrifying home-swallowing sinkholes to picturesque natural caverns, we count 15 awe-inspiring planetary cavities.
Number 15.
The Great Blue Hole, an underwater sinkhole located 60 miles off the coast of Belize. The hole is 300 meters across and 125 meters deep, and it's found in the center of the Lighthouse Reef. So the Great Blue Hole formed as a limestone cave during the last ice age. It's believed to have been created by a sea level increase, and it has unusual stilted stalactites, and it's part of the Belize Barrier Reef Reserve System, which has been declared as a World Heritage Site by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So its circular shape makes it popular among tourists. Scuba divers frequent this reef because of the rare animal species that reside there.
Number 14.
The Unduknaya Pipe is a diamond mine in Russia. It was discovered on June 15th, 1955, just 2 days after the discovery of the diamond pipe Mir. It is over 600 meters deep and is considered the third deepest open pit mine in the entire world. So the mine itself has estimated reserves of 225.8 million carats of diamonds and an annual production capacity of 10.4 million carats. So the mine was controlled by Russian diamond company Alrosa until its operations were ceased in 2010 in favor of underground mining.
Number 13.
Germany's famous super deep hole was the result of the German Continental Deep Drilling Program, one of the most ambitious geoscientific projects ever. So the project's goal was to grant scientists the opportunity to study the Earth's crust, the effects of stress on layers of rock, and observe any abnormalities along the way. So the $350 million project, which did conclude in 1994, left Windischenbach, Germany, with a hole 9,100 meters, which is 30,000 feet deep, and as hot as 265 degrees Celsius, which is 509 degrees Fahrenheit. The project was also notable for Dutch artist Lot Gieven's involvement. So Gieven wanted to know what the planet sounded like, so he arranged to have a geophone lowered into the hole to record ultrasonic waves. She translated the data through a computer program to discover the sounds of the Earth, which she likened to a distant thunderstorm. The sound eerily resembles a heartbeat.
Number 12.
The Deluxe Mystery Hole is a backyard attraction off Oregon's I-205 freeway. According to the owner and promoter, it's the most amazing archaeological site in the state. So the mystery hole's depth has never been accurately determined by modern scientific methods, but the consensus is that it's very deep. Some speculate it was dug by primitive people, others think it is a mark of extraterrestrial visitors. The hole's owner, Pastor Barron, leader of the Tunnel People and head of the Universal Church o' Fun, alleges that the hole is 5,000 years old, but says that with aliens you can never really be sure. So going to the mystery hole will expose you to the enchanting vapors of encouragement, which is said to cure any illness and bring great financial and romantic fortune. However, a disclaimer informs hopefuls that these vapors won't actually do anything.
Number 11.
Edwards County, Texas is the home of the Devil's Sinkhole, a massive underground limestone chamber with an opening 15 meters wide and a cavern 106 meters deep. Visitors are not allowed in this cavern, but during the summer months, more than 3 million Mexican free-tail bats can be seen flying from the sinkhole's entrance every night. The sinkhole has mysterious origins. Before it was a protected site, this cave was raided by treasure seekers and artifact hunters. Dart tips and arrowheads have been found there dating back to as early as 4000 BC.
Number 10.
The Guatemala Sinkhole. So in 2007, a 300-foot deep sinkhole swallowed a dozen homes in Guatemala, killing 2 and causing thousands of residents to evacuate. The sinkhole was caused by heavy rain and corroded underground sewage systems. What residents thought was an earthquake was actually the formation of a massive sinkhole. The hole is an almost perfect circle and has a drop equivalent to 30 stories. 3 years later, another hole 200 feet deep and 60 feet wide consumed a 3-story building in the city. The hole had been developing gradually, but the torrential rain and mudslides during Tropical Storm Agatha sped up the process.
Number 9.
Dead Sea Holes. The Israeli town of Ein Gedi has over 3,000 open sinkholes along its coast. Experts believe there are twice as many more that have yet to open up. The Dead Sea is drying up at a rate of 1 meter per year, causing these sinkholes, and they occur because of the chronic water shortage in the area, an issue compounded in recent years by a large and growing population. Sinkholes attract many tourists, which leads to further water shortage and even more sinkholes. The situation is further exacerbated by the presence of several chemical factories in the area.
Number 8.
The Murny diamond mine was the first developed and largest diamond mine in the Soviet Union. It's 525 meters deep and has a top diameter of 1200 meters. The airspace above the mine was relegated a no-fly zone after incidents where helicopters were sucked in by a downward airflow. The diamond-bearing deposits were discovered on June 13, 1955 by Soviet geologists during the largest Amakinsky expedition. During this expedition, traces of the volcanic rock kimberlite were found. The mine's surface operation lasted 44 years before closing in June 2001.
Number 7.
3 holes were recently discovered in Siberia. The first, estimated to be between 50 and 100 meters across, has been found to have a lake at the bottom of it. The second hole, miles from the first on a peninsula lovingly referred to as the end of the world, is only about 15 meters wide. And the third hole, which was accidentally discovered by reindeer herders, is a near perfect cone-shaped hole about 4 meters wide and 60 to 100 meters deep. The ring of dirt and debris around each hole indicates these massive holes were created by a force that stemmed from inside the earth and exploded outwards. Theories for the cause of these explosions include stray missiles, gas-related mishaps, pranks, and of course, extraterrestrial interference. One major theory suggests that the holes are a kind of reverse sinkhole that is yet to be scientifically documented. Instead of collapsing in on themselves, it's thought the holes were initiated by underground fissures that caused the melting of permafrost. The holes then filled with natural gas and, when the pressure became too great, dirt and debris erupted outwards.
Number 6.
Harwood Hole, located in New Zealand's Abel Tasman National Park, is one of several important cave systems in Takaka Hill, between the Tasman and Golden Bays. A 50-meter round sinkhole entrance, it descends 183 meters vertically, has an overall depth of 357 meters. Abel Tasman is a very popular national park in New Zealand and a world-renowned sea kayaking destination.
Number 5.
Monticello Dam. Located in Northern California, this dam is the largest morning glory spillway in the world. Dam water is swallowed at a rate of 1,370 cubic meters per second, and thanks to the dam's funnel-shaped outlet, is allowed to bypass the dam when it reaches capacity. The distance from the funnel to the exit point is about 700 feet, creating a spillway like a giant cement funnel. The hole's largest diameter is 72 feet and narrows to about 28 feet. For obvious reasons, swimming near it is both prohibited and stupid. The reservoir is a popular summer recreation area, attracting as many as 1.3 million visitors each year. During the drier months, gnarly skateboarders and bikers use the spillway's horizontal exit as a half-pipe.
Number 4.
Blue holes are underwater holes, and the world's largest discovered blue hole is Dean's Blue Hole in the Bahamas. At a depth of 202 meters, Dean's Blue Hole is more than twice as deep as most other blue holes, making it a favorite amongst professional deep-sea divers. The area is a tourist hotspot and is home to a varied assortment of marine life. It's also host to several championship diving events, including Vertical Blue, where more than 30 divers compete in a series of free diving challenges. Long Island locals generally steer clear of Dean's Blue Hole. According to legend, the hole was dug by the devil, and he can still be found there, dragging people who dare to swim in the hole to their deaths.
Number 3.
The Bingham Canyon Mine is a copper mine in the Oka Mountains, Utah. The mine is 1.2 vertical kilometers deep and 4 kilometers wide. Owned by a Rio Tinto group, it is the world's largest man-made excavation. Claims have been made that it is the only man-made feature visible to the naked eye from an orbiting spaceship. shuttle. Bingham Canyon Mine is considered the richest and most productive hole on Earth. Operations have been conducted there for over a century, and the environmental fallout has been considerable.
Number 2.
Another blue hole in the Bahamas, the Sawmill Sink, has more scientific significance than extreme sports attraction Dean's Blue Hole. So the Sawmill Sink was the site of an archaeological dig that has helped change scientists' views on what the landscape was like 1,000 years ago. Interestingly, the Sawmill Sink was once dry, but slowly filled as water levels rose. This preserved the remains of seeds, birds, flowers, and even a giant tortoise which was concealed there. Giant crocodile remains were also found. Researchers believe these were killed by primordial humans. The blue hole also held the remains of one of the earliest known residents of the Bahamas, estimated to be about 1,050 years old.
Number 1.
The Heavenly Pit sinkhole in China is located in Zhaohai, Tiancan in the Konsin district. It is a double-nested sinkhole measuring 662 meters deep, 626 meters long, and 537 meters wide. The sinkhole gradually formed over 128,000 years, and it is the deepest in the world. Because of its enormous size, it is frequented by extreme base jumping adventurers. It is structurally double-nested with upper and lower bowls, 320 and 342 meters respectively. An 8.5 kilometer underground river flows beneath the sinkhole. This river and its surrounding cave was mapped and explored during the 1994 China Caves project. A picture-perfect waterfall forms during the rainy season. That's it for this countdown, and have a good one! The area is a tourist hotspot and is home to a variety of fucks given by me.